How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. We are uploading like crazy right now. Who can believe it? I am just back on the trend of uploading and I love it. I love doing it. I missed it and I'm so happy to be back. Now today I'm going to be going through a part of my strategy that I've kind of talked about before but not entirely, and it's basically choosing which highs and lows to use when looking at structure and how to use them effectively, because there's a lot of highs and lows on a lot of different time frames. Which ones do you use? I'm going to show you today, so make sure you stay to the end of the video so that you can find out exactly how I use them and how you can use them to add into any strategy. Because the beautiful thing about this is whether you trade ICT, support resistance, my strategy, some other trader strategy, whatever, you can apply this because it is just market structure and using highs and lows. So, you know, you have no reason to not use this basically. And I'm sure you'll see some great results if you do use it. And let me know what you think if you try it out, back test it. I'd love to hear what you think. So we're going to jump onto the charts and I'm going to show you exactly which highs and lows I use and why, and how you can implement it into your trading. Okay, so as you can see, we are on the charts here. Now, I'm going to show you why I use certain highs and lows and how you can essentially identify them yourself so that you know how to add it. So let's just go back and look at a few trades here. So I can show you exactly what I mean. Just get rid of some of those drawings. Right, let's go to the one yesterday. So how do you know what high and low to use? Because when we look at this, we have high, low, high, low, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, low, high, low, like, and this is just on the 15-minute. Obviously, if you were to drop it to like the 1 minute, again, you can see here within each low, you've got a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. Like, it's just insane. So how do you know, figure out what is going on and how do you trade it? Well, let me just clear this. So what you want to do is you want to stay on one time frame firstly, okay? Whatever time frame you want to do your structure and get your trend, stay on that time frame. I can't emphasize it enough. Just use one. Doesn't have to be the 15-minute like I do, but just make sure, whether it's in the hour, 4 hour, whatever you want to trade, stay on one, okay? Because you're going to get so confused looking at the different structure points in highs and lows. So stay on one. That's the first thing you need to do. The next thing you need to do is you need to look at what highs here are relevant. You know, what highs and lows here are relevant. Ultimately, does this low mean anything? Or has it done anything, I guess is what you need to ask. Well, not really. It's kind of just created a high that failed to break the previous one, and that's it. But what then becomes important is this. We have now this high, okay, because we pulled down, created the low, made the high, failed to break the high, okay? So we're still bearish at this point, ignoring all of this, okay? We then drop down, and what do? We break a low. Why is this low important? Well, this low was responsible for breaking this high, okay? So you need to look at which lows and highs are breaking structure. So that's the next thing. Look at the ones that are breaking structure. And I'm going to, you know, say this a lot in the video, but that's what I need you to understand, okay? So look at the ones that are breaking structure. So this high is our important high because it broke an important low. And then what happens is we make the low and we have a big push to the outside, breaking this high, okay? So now, in my opinion, we would have switched bullish. But then what happens, and this is where we get into this here, is we form our high, form our low, standard. If it then pushed up and broke above this high, we have fully gone bullish, no questions asked. But we actually fail to break the high, which is an interesting sign here and makes this low an important low. We then have a strong push to the downside, breaking this low, and that is where you can then enter off that low that was broken, in this case for a sell. It's the same again today, okay? Why would you choose this area? Now, sometimes these align with like order blocks. I don't personally use order blocks, but they do sometimes align with it. Not always, but they do sometimes. And essentially, same thing again. We have the high that pushes down and breaks two lows. Okay, why is this an important low? Because this high created the push down that broke the previous one. So this is like our major low, okay? And we've just blown through it. So this is the high we want to focus on here. What do we then have? A strong push to the upside, which is the reverse of this, obviously. Strong push to the upside, breaking this high. Now, do you enter on this high here? Well, no, because everyone knows you want to buy low and sell high. And also, was this high the one that generated the low that broke it? No, it wasn't. If you look, we push down, we break this low, we form a low, we then create the high, push down, and break it. So actually, the one that we want to be focusing on is this high, because this high created the push down to break the low, and then that push down resulted in the push up to break the strong high. And I know I'm saying a lot of words and it can be a bit confusing, but I hope that it's getting through. Obviously, I've done other videos on this and I will continue to do videos on this so it makes sense, but that is the high you want to enter off, because this one created the break of the strong one. Just like here. Just like here. This low created, sorry, this high created by this low was the reason it broke. So this is the strong low. Same with this exact situation. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about it, let me know. But hopefully you found that video useful and informative. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions as well, you can DM me on Instagram, YouTube. I'll do my best to answer your question and explain it the best I can. But this is something that will just come with looking at the charts a lot, backtesting a lot, and you'll get it in no time. It's really simple once you understand what you're looking for. I promise. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.